Hello, and welcome to the first ever Learning and Leadership Development Committee Weekend Update with your host, Seth Myers. Wait a minute, Karen's just informing me that we do not have the budget for Seth Myers, so I regret to inform you the Learning and Leadership Development Committee Weekend Update with your host, Eric Legg. In the first order of business, a reminder that your committee evaluations are due October the 10th. You should have received an email with those. It is survey A1. Why it is A1, I have no idea, but it is. Please complete those by October the 10th. Those who do not complete the survey evaluation, immediately to the stocks. And another reminder, you also received an email to complete a doodle poll regarding availability for an all-committee meeting in late October. Several of you already completed that. Thank you very much. For those of you who have not completed it, let me say, we know what you are doing. One of the items that came out of our meeting in New York was putting together a social media fair for the annual meeting in the spring. The first step to that is putting together a proposal or offer that will be sent on to Katrina to see if she is willing to go forward with that. Shannon has agreed to take the lead on writing up the draft of that proposal. So, Shannon. If that is approved, we'll be putting together a team to actually enact that, but for now we have to see if it's approved. Another item that emerged from our annual meeting was this leadership cohort. So putting together a group of folks who would apply for a program, perhaps a year that they would go through together, doing different online activities, meeting together, developing their competencies and leadership skills. I will be taking the lead on putting that proposal together. However, a big thank you to Camille, Ben, Paul, Malika for agreeing to look that proposal over after my. You rock. Thank you. In other news, Camille is interested and is taking the lead in putting together a plan, a specific actionable plan related to general competency awareness and engagement. That will be done by November 2nd. And all I can say about this will be the most interesting engagement campaign in the world. So thank you, Camille, and I believe Ruth is going to help you with that as well. Also, I do not have a funny slide for this, but Karen and I have been working on a plan also to section outreach with sample competencies or a sample question related to competencies for nominating committees. That's going to be something the whole committee will be engaged in. You will hear more about that. I'd make a funny slide, but this is my third take. I give up. Next, on October the 14th, there will be a creative problem-solving led by our very own former Learning Leadership Development Chair, Richard Chang. That will be held at twice, actually, noon Eastern and 3 Eastern, again on October the 14th. You should be receiving an email invitation from the desk of Katrina with the registration link, hopefully any day now. All that paperwork's been in. If you've never had the privilege of learning from Richard, or even if you have, well, I guess if you've never had the privilege, you wouldn't know he's amazing. But if you have had the privilege, you will know that Richard is incredible. He's like a superhero. In fact, we just put a superhero bib on him. The orientation team, led by Kim, as you know, put together some videos at the semi-annual meeting asking folks funny questions. Actually, they weren't funny. They had funny answers about frequently related to the USTA. For example, one of the answers was that Lady Gaga was USTA president. Lady Gaga is not USTA president, in case you were curious. That team is meeting soon next week, I believe, to begin selecting those best videos, at which point we will then decide which ones go together and do some editing to go in the online committee orientation. In an exciting piece of news related to our competency outreach, this summer we put out a kind of soft email to committee chairs, just kind of offering competency training or help. One of the committees that responded to us was the officials committee. who actually has a 3-day meeting coming up soon. I don't know why they do that separately. I guess they're busy at the U.S. Open. That's obvious. So in their meeting, they're incorporating a competency team building activity to identify the competencies they feel are most relevant to their work, and then they may come back to us to develop some trainings around that. Happy success, joy moment. We are very excited about that. Finally, attached to the email that will accompany this video is an action plan, and we will discuss this more as a whole group at our conference call in late October. Many of you are already been asked about certain actions. Some of you may see your name on there and not realize it. You will be asked, and you can still say no, but just so you know, that's what we're thinking. That is attached to that email. This email, that email. I don't know how this works. And if you have any questions, let me know. Also planning on kind of regular updates every 2 weeks. Perhaps not always the weekend update format, but we'll have a little fun this week. Thank you. That concludes the first the first Learning and Leadership Development Weekend Update. Thank you.